was just a story, something people say to hide the worry. Then you walked in like sunlight through rain and taught my heart to feel again. You didn't promise perfect days, you just stayed in your quiet ways. And somehow that was enough to believe that love could be something real for me. I didn't know what I was missing before you, until you made it feel so true. And you were proof that love was real, not just a word, but something I could feel. In every laugh, in every tear, you made a home out of my fear. But proof can fade like morning light, disappear into the night. Now I'm left with what we knew, and you were proof. I still see you in familiar places, in passing smiles and unknown faces. Like the world refuses to let you go, even when I'm alone below. Your voice still lingers in my mind, like it never got left behind. And I catch myself reaching out for a love I can't live without. I thought if something felt this strong, it could never go so wrong. And you were proof that hearts can stay even when time pulls them away. You made me believe in something pure, a kind of love I thought was sure. But even truths can fall apart when distance tears it from the heart. Now I live with what I knew, and you are proof if I could hold that version still, where love could bend but never kill, I'd stay there longer than I should, just to feel like it still could. But reality doesn't wait, it only shows you it's too late. And I'm still learning how to move from everything you proved. And you were proof that I could feel something honest, something real. Even if it didn't stay, you made the darkness fade away. Now every memory I go through still carries pieces left of you, and I don't know what I'll do. But you were proof, and maybe that's the hardest truth to keep. Proof of love that's buried deep. The bed feels bigger than it should, since you stopped saying I'm good. Even mornings don't feel the same, they forget how to call your name. I walk around like I'm alright, but I argue with the night, 'cause silence knows what I conceal, that I miss you more than I reveal. I try to act like I've moved on, but every hour proves me wrong. But I miss you still, like I always did, like a truth I never really hid. And every laugh that fades too fast, and every moment that won't last. I say I'm fine, but that's not real. It's just a way I learned to feel. And no matter you still. Your side of the couch stays cold, like it remembers stories we told. I change the channels, but I hear your voice playing somewhere near. Friends don't ask, they already know. Some things in me won't let go. I smile, but it breaks inside. A truth I never learned to hide. I thought distance would ease the pain, but it only called your name again. But I miss you still when nothing moves, in the rhythm of empty rooms, in every street that feels too wide, where you once walked right by my side. I try to heal, I try to be still, but memory bends against my will, and every breath I learn to fill with how I miss you still. If missing you had a shape or sound, it would follow me all around. Not loud, not sharp, just always near. A soft reminder you're not here. Maybe time will dull the ache, or teach my heart what's at stake. But love like ours doesn't fade clean. It lives in everything unseen. And I miss you still when I don't try, when I'm laughing and asking why. Some part of me never moved on, still searching where you have gone. I don't know how to let it go, or if I ever will, I don't know. But truth remains calm and still. I miss you still. And even silence seems to know. Some love just refuses to let go. You laugh in photos I don't see, like happiness forgot me. The world still turns where you stand bright, while I dissolve into the night. I hear your voice in distant places, but never where my heart still chases. It's strange how life can feel so near, yet you're not really here. I reach for you in every crowd, but you don't turn around. You're with the world, but not with me, living in a different reality. I still exist where we began, holding on the best I can. You move ahead like I'm not there, breathing in a different air. And I keep loving what used to be, even though you're not with me. Your name gets mentioned in passing talk, and I forget how to walk. Like every step remembers pain, like every road leads back again. I try to act like I've moved on, but the truth stays far too strong. You're everywhere I try to go, in ways nobody else will know. I built a life around your name, but you don't feel the same. You're with the world, but not with me, like I'm just a faded memory. I stay behind where shadows fall, answering the love I call. You're out there living free and far, following a different I could turn the clock once more, I'd still be standing where I was before. Even knowing what I see, you still wouldn't be with me. You're with the world, but not my life. Not my mornings, not my nights. Just a story left behind, living only in my mind. I smile, but it cuts so deep in the promises I keep, and I don't know how to be free when you're not with me. And all that's left for me to hold is the love that turned cold. I believed every word you said that night, like truth was living in your eyes so bright. You promised forever without a doubt. I didn't know what forever meant back out. You held my hand like you meant to stay, and slowly learned how to drift away. I replay the moment you turned and smiled, like letting go was always part of your style. I kept thinking love would never change, but you rewrote every single page. You said you'd stay, that you did. You swore you wouldn't leave, but you did. You built a home inside my heart and tore it all apart. I trusted every little promise you hid. You said forever, but you did. Now I'm standing in the mess you made, counting every memory that won't fade. I wish I could hate you, I wish I knew how, but I'm still stuck in the silence now. Friends ask me why I still look back, like love was something I should forget so fast. But they don't see what you left inside, a quiet storm I always try to hide. I walk the streets where we used to talk. Every step feels like a broken clock. Time moves on, but I stay the same, still whispering softly your name. I thought we were built to survive the fall, but you let go without a call. You said you'd stay, but you did. You promised love, then you hid behind a goodbye I never saw coming. In the dark, you left your silence where my heartbeat lives. You said forever, but you did. And I still wonder if you think of me, or if I'm just a faded memory. But I remember every little sign that you were already crossing the line. Maybe I was blind, maybe I was true, maybe I just wanted something real with you. But love shouldn't feel like breaking apart, like losing pieces of your own heart. If honesty was ever in your head, why did I end up where I don't understand? Some questions don't ever get replies, they just stay alive in goodbye. You say you'd stay, but you did. You said you would try, but you quit. Left me standing in the middle of everything we built. Now I'm learning how to breathe through what I miss. You said forever, but you did. And I don't hate you, though I probably should. I just wish you loved me like you said you would. So So I carry this weight where your love used to live, trying to understand how easily you did. I kept the light on in the hallway, like you were just running late again. Every sound outside made me believe you'd walk in like you used to then. Days turned into quieter nights, but I still hear you in fading light. I told myself you'd change your mind, that you were just taking your time. I built my hope on fragile air, waiting for you to reappear. But you never came back, not once, not twice, not in my dreams, not in my life. I waited through seasons I can't explain, calling your name through the pouring rain. Every promise you left in the past broke me slow, but I held fast. Now I'm learning what silence lasts, because you never came back. Your shadow used to fill this place, now it's just an empty space. Even mirrors don't reflect the same since you disappeared from your frame. Friends tell me time will heal the wound, but they don't sit in my quiet room, where every corner still feels like you, even when I know it's not true. I keep replaying what went wrong in every night that feels too long. But you never came back through that door like I thought you would before. No message, no reason why, just a slow and silent goodbye. And I still catch myself reaching for air, like you might suddenly be there. But all I find in the aftermath is you never came back. If distance had a voice to speak, it would tell me why I feel so weak. Not from losing you that day, but from how you just stayed away. Maybe love was never enough when reality gets too tough. Still I held on like I could fight for someone already out of sight. But you never came back, not even in dreams, not in echoes or in broken scenes. I learned to live with what you became, a memory calling out my name. And though I've tried to move ahead, you still live inside my head. Some endings never say goodbye, they just never come back inside. And I still wait without knowing when, even though you won't return again. I still save your side of the bed at night, like you might come back into my life. The door doesn't open, but I still turn. Every time my thoughts start to burn, I hear your name in the radio static, in the quiet spaces, automatic, like the world forgot to take you away. From the corners where I still stay, I know you've gone far past this room, but I still make space for you. Even if you don't think of me, even if I'm just a memory, I still hold on like nothing changed, like love was never meant to fade. I keep your ghost inside my chest, treating silence like a guest, and I understand why I still reach for your hand. Every shadow looks like you, every moment breaks me through. Friends don't ask, they already know. Some wounds don't really let go, they just hide behind a smile and wait there all the while. I pretend I've moved ahead, but you're still alive in my head. Even if you don't remember us, even if you lost all trust, I still replay what we had, even the moments that turned bad. I know the truth, I feel the pain, but I call your name again and again, because I can't let go at all. Even if you don't call, if love had a rule to break, I'd still choose every mistake. Not because it's safe or right, but because you filled my life. Maybe one day I'll understand how to let go of what we planned, but right now I still believe you're still part of me. Even if you don't look back, even if the line goes black, I'll still be here in the same place with your memory on my face. And I don't know how to move on when you're still the only song, so I stay where I've always been. Even if you don't feel it again. And maybe love survives this way, and the things the other can't say. I still wake up reaching for your side, like somehow you'll be there tonight. The silence answers louder than before, a lonely echo through an open door. Your picture's fading on the wall, but the memories refuse to fall. Every corner of this empty room still carries traces of your perfume. I try to bury every piece of us, but some goodbyes are harder than enough. Even when you're gone, you're still here somehow, living in the tears I can't stop now. In every song, in every broken dream, you're the shadow standing next to me. Time keeps moving, but my heart moves slow, holding on to what I can't let go. I keep loving you through all the pain I know. Even when you're gone, the nights are longer than they used to be. 1,000 stars can't comfort me. I hear you laugh inside the pouring rain, then reality reminds me once again. I tell myself I'll be okay, but your name still slips out every day. The world keeps turning without a sound, while I'm still lost where you left me found. They say the heart will heal with time, but they never felt a love like mine. hold your hand. Even when you're gone, I still call your name. Like somehow it could bring you back again. The years may pass, the seasons may move on, but some hearts never learn how to be strong. You're the light that lingers after dusk is gone, the melody that keeps playing on, and I'll carry you wherever life may lead me through. Because a part of me will always belong to you. The world may forget the story we wrote, but I'll keep every word you ever spoke. And when the last tear finally falls away, you'll still be the reason my heart remembers how to break. The night still calls your name to me, in every shadow I can't unsee. I tell myself it's over now, but my heart won't learn that somehow. I keep your side of the bed untouched, like letting go would hurt too much. Even time feels like it moves too slow when you're the only love I know. I try to act like I'm okay, but hope keeps pulling me away. I'm hoping for you in every breath I take, in every small mistake I make. Even when the world says move along, my heart still sings your unfinished song. I know the truth, I see the signs. You're no longer yours and no longer mine. Still I wait where I shouldn't be, hoping for you to come back to me. Your voice still lives inside the walls, like it never left this place at all. I laugh with people, try to pretend, but every smile breaks in the end. I pass the places we used to go, where every street still seems to know the love we lost, the dreams we drew, the life I planned forever with you. They say that hope can heal the pain, but mine just brings it back again. I'm hoping for you like it's not too late, like love could still rewrite our fate. Every heartbeat whispers your name, like nothing ever truly changed. But reality keeps pulling through, saying there's nothing left to do. Still I stay where memories grew, hoping for you. If wishing could turn back the sky, I'd stop the moment we said goodbye, hold your hand and change the end before we broke beyond repair again. But wishes don't obey the heart, they only tear you more apart. Still I live in what could be a version where you stay with me. I'm still hoping for you in the silence now, even when I don't know how. Every day I let you go, every night I lose that hope, but somewhere deep I still hold on to love that's fading but not gone. And even when I should be through, I'm still hoping is just another way of loving someone who won't stay. The morning doesn't ask about you anymore. It just walks in like it did before. I make my coffee a little too strong to fill the space where you belong. Your name doesn't echo off the walls, but I still feel it when the night falls. Like a habit my heart won't erase, even when time changes the place. I used to think I couldn't survive without you here by my side. I learned to be alone with broken peace, when missing you never really leaves. No one to call when the silence grows, just me and the weight nobody knows. I smile sometimes, but it's not the same. It doesn't hide your missing name, and every step I take on my own teaches me how to be alone. The photos don't hurt like they used to do, but they still carry a piece of you. I don't cry like I did before, but I feel it deeper than ever more. I go out, I talk, I pretend I'm fine, while memories quietly intertwine. Even laughter feels out of place when your ghost still knows my face. There's a kind of quiet I can't explain, where love turns slowly into pain. I learned to be alone in empty rooms, where yesterday still softly blooms. No hands to hold when nights get cold, just stories I no longer told. And I'll become someone I didn't know, walking a road with nowhere to go, still breathing but never whole, learning how to be alone. Maybe healing doesn't mean to forget, maybe it's learning to live with regret, to carry the past without breaking apart, while it quietly lives in your heart. If you ever wonder where I've gone, I'm still here, just moving on. Not away from what we used to be, but away from what it did to me. I learned to be alone, but I still feel like part of me never learned to heal. Some nights I reach for what's not there and find your absence everywhere, but I keep walking through the unknown, building a life on my own, even if it hurts to the bone. I learned to be alone, and maybe that's how love survives the fall, not in holding on, but letting go at all. The door shut softly, no sound of goodbye, just a quiet truth I couldn't deny. You walked away like it was nothing at all, while my whole world learned how to fall. I stood there holding what used to be us, breathing in all that turned into dust. No argument, no reason to stay, just you slowly fading away. I thought forever meant we'd survive, but forever died while we were still alive. I lost you forever, no second chance, no turning back from that last glance. Every memory cuts like a blade of the love we never fully made. side of the bed is still untouched, like I'm afraid to move it too much. Even the silence feels too loud, like it's mourning you somehow. I walk through days like a stranger in time, tracing the edges of what used to be mine. People say I'll learn to heal, but they don't know how this feels. Some endings don't come with pain, they just leave you not the same. I lost you forever without a fight, just a fading into the night. No closure, no final word, just an echo barely heard. And I'm still stuck where you let go, in a place I'll never outgrow. Because a love like ours won't disappear, it just turns into missing you here. If time could ever give me back the pieces that our love went black, I'd hold on tighter, speak the truth before I lost the chance of you. But moments don't rewind or bend, they only teach you how things end. And I'm left with what remains, a heart that still calls your name. I lost you forever in silent ways, in ordinary fading days. Not with a scream, not with a flame, but with you forgetting my name. Now I live with what I can't repair, a love that's no longer there. And all I have left to believe is I lost you forever in me. And forever now feels like a word I fear, because it's where you disappear. Yeah. You left your keys on the kitchen counter, like you were coming back after a while. I didn't ask where you were going, I just watched you walk away in denial. The door didn't slam, it barely closed, like even silence didn't want to know. I stood there frozen in the same place, trying to memorize your face. I should have spoken, I should have tried, but some words get trapped inside. I never said goodbye, I just let you go, watched you disappear too slow. No final words, no last embrace, just an empty room I can't replace. And now I replay it every night, all the things I kept locked inside. If love was real, I let it slip away, because I never said goodbye that day. Your coat still hangs by the hallway light, like you might step in any night. Even the air remembers your name, like nothing in this house feels the same. Friends ask me how I'm holding on, I smile like nothing's going wrong, but they don't see what I can't erase. The moment I lost your face, I told myself it wasn't the end, but silence doesn't pretend. I never said goodbye, I just let you go, like it was something I would outgrow. But time doesn't fix what's left unsaid, it just echoes louder in my head. Every memory cuts like glass of a love I once slid past, and now I live with what I can't deny. I never said goodbye. If I could turn that moment around, I'd break the silence before the sound. Hold your hand a little bit tight, tell you just leave you standing there. I never said goodbye, I just stayed behind while you faded out of my mind. No closure, no final scene, just everything in between. And I still hear your voice sometimes in places long left undefined. If I could rewrite what we went through, I'd say goodbye to you. But the truth is quiet, cold, and true. I never said it when I needed to. I didn't fight when you let go of me. I just watched you turn into memory. No shouting, no breaking of the frame, just a slow fading of your name. The room still carries your afterglow, and the places only we used to know. I sit with echoes no one can see, pretending they still talk to me. I had words I never said out loud, they still float somewhere in this crowd. I stayed in the silence you left behind, where every second rewinds my mind. No closure, no final goodbye scene, just the ghost of what we used to mean. I learned to breathe where your voice once stayed, in the emptiness love has made. And even when the world moves on, I stay in the silence you're gone from. I walk through days like they're not mine, tracing the edges of your timeline. People ask if I'm doing okay, I smile and let the truth decay. Your shadow lives in ordinary things, in empty chairs and wedding rings. Even the wind knows how to pause, like it remembers what we lost. Some endings don't make a sound, they just slowly take you down. I stayed in the silence where you disappear, where every answer never appeared. No fight to wait, no reason why, just a quiet place love went to die. And I keep waiting like you'll return for lessons I refuse to learn, because moving on feels like a lie when I never got to say goodbye. If silence could open up its door, I'd find the virgin of us before, whenever you were still knew your name, and love wasn't just a fading flame. But time doesn't bend for what we feel, it leaves us learning what is real. And real is you not being here, just silence I hold year after year. I stayed in the silence, I didn't run from everything that we became undone. No ending line, no final kiss, just a world I learned how to miss. And I still hear you in the quiet space, in every memory I can't erase. No matter how far I try to go, silence is the only home I know. Maybe love doesn't always survive, sometimes it just learns how to stay quiet inside. Photos still sit on my shelf like before, like we didn't become something we're not anymore. I talk to the past when the nights get too loud, searching for you in the thinning out crowd. You said forever in a voice so sure. Now I'm not even sure what forever was for, but some part of me never let go. Even when you said it was time to go, I know the distance grew too wide, but I still hold you inside. I still believe in us when no one does, even when it's just because my heart refuses. When my eyes can see that you're no longer here with me, every ending tries to prove me wrong, but I keep you where you belong. And even when I'm breaking through, I still believe in us. I do. I walk the roads we used to know, where every step still feels like home. The wind repeats your fading name, like you never learned to change. Friends tell me I should move ahead, but they don't hear what's in my head. A quiet voice that won't agree that this is how it's meant to be. Maybe I'm wrong to still hold tight, but hope still wins in every fight. I still believe in us through all the pain, through every memory that remains. Even when the truth cuts through, I still see me and you. I know the world is closed the door, but I keep believing more and more, because somewhere deep inside of me, I still believe in us, you see. If believing is what makes me stay, then I'll believe in yesterday. Not because it didn't break, but because of what we used to make. Maybe love is not just fate, maybe it's what we recreate. And I can't stop what I feel, even if it isn't real. I still believe in us when silence grows, when even time feels like it knows that we were more than what we lost, more than the pain that it has caused. Even if you've moved on through, I still believe in us, I do. And maybe belief is all I have left to hold on to, what hasn't left my chest. I act like your name doesn't echo in my mind, like I've really left you all behind. But quiet moments tell the truth. I fear you're gone, and I still care right here. I tell myself I'm doing fine, while rewriting you in every line. Even time can't blur your trace, it still knows your empty place. I try to build a wall so high, but you still live on the other side. I still care when I shouldn't at all, still feel every time I fall. Even if you never look back my way, my heart still knows your name each day. I pretend I'm over you, I swear I do, but every part of me stays with you. And no matter what I try to repair, I still care. I pass the places we used to go, where every wall still seems to know the way we laughed, the way we stayed before everything just slipped away. I hear your voice in passing sound, like it never left this town. And I wonder if you ever feel a trace of what we used to feel. I try to say your nameless now, but it still escapes somehow. I still care in ways I can't explain, like love survived inside the pain. Even when I tell myself to stop, you're still the thought I can't drop. I walk away, but not too far, because you're still who you are. And even silence knows where you are there. I still care. Maybe caring is my mistake, a habit that I can't break, but I can turn it off like that, no matter where I'm at. If moving on means letting go, then I don't think I really know, because some feelings don't disappear, they just stay here. I still care when no one sees, when I'm on my own knees. And every moment I try to leave, you're still the part of me I believe. I don't know how to stop this flame, even when you don't feel the same. And I don't know what else to bear. I still care. And maybe some hearts don't forget, they just learn how to live with regret. The wind moves through this empty street, like it remembers where we used to meet. I swear I hear your voice sometimes, in the spaces between passing lines. I turn around for no reason at all, like you might answer if I call. But the world just keeps its same old pace, while I search for your erased trace. I know you're gone, I know it's true, but sound keeps bringing me back to you. I still hear your name in the quiet air, in places you are no longer there, like echoes trapped inside my chest, refusing to ever come to rest. Every silence sounds the same, it always carries your name. And I don't know how to explain, I still hear your name. The radio plays a faded song, and suddenly I don't feel that strong. It pulls me back to another time, when your hand used to fit in mine. Even strangers passing by can't stop the memories in my mind. One word, one sound, one little trace, and I see you in every face. I try to drown it out and move ahead, but it lives inside my head. I still hear your name when no one speaks, in every hour of quiet streets, like a whisper I can't escape. No matter how far I break away, it follows me through every frame, soft and steady like a flame. And I can't tell what's real or pain, I still hear your name. Oh, if memory had a voice of its own, it would never leave me still echoes in my mind. I still hear your name when nights grow long, like it's stitched into every song. Even when I try to breathe, it's the only sound that stays with me. And I don't know how to make it fade, or if it's something I should trade. All I know, through joy and pain, I still hear your name. And maybe some voices never leave, they just become what we believe. Yeah. I found your sweater hanging by the door tonight. Still smells like the rain from our last goodbye. I touched the sleeve like it could pull you back to me, but memories don't answer when they're called softly. We had 1,000 plans written in the dark. Now they're scattered like ashes across my heart. I keep pretending that I'm doing fine, but your silence is louder every night. I try to hate you, try to let you go, but love doesn't disappear just because it's over. Maybe in another life we stay. Maybe the stars don't drift away. Maybe your hands still know my name, and I don't wake up drowning in the pain. Maybe in another life we fight for us instead of giving up when things got rough. Maybe forever isn't just a lie. Maybe in another life you're still mine. I see a shadow in crowded city lights, in every song, in every sleepless drive. People say time will heal a broken side, but time just teaches me how to hide. Your laugh still echoes through these empty rooms, like a ghost that knows I'm missing you. I keep replaying where we lost the way, searching for the moment love slipped away. I try to hate you, try to let you go, but love doesn't disappear just because it's over. Maybe in another life we stay. Maybe the stars don't drift away. Maybe your hands still know my name, and I don't wake up drowning in the pain. Maybe in another life we fight for us instead of giving up when things got rough. Maybe forever isn't just a lie. Maybe in another life you're still mine. If I could rewrite every wrong turn we made, I'd hold you closer, I'd beg you to stay. But the past is a door that won't open again, and I'm left here talking to the wind. Maybe in another life we heal. Maybe this heartbreak isn't real. Maybe the world gives us one more try, and love survives instead of saying goodbye. Maybe in another life we learn how not to let our whole world burn, until that day I'll hold this dream inside. Maybe in another life. 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 Maybe like stars that cross the sky, bright enough to catch each other's eyes. For a moment everything felt right, like fate had finally chosen our side. You were the answer I'd waited for, the kind of love worth fighting for. But life had plans we couldn't see, and took you far away from me. Sometimes love is true enough to stay, but not enough to find its way. Maybe in another time, another place, we wouldn't have watched our hearts break. Maybe the world would have been more kind and left no reason to say goodbye. Maybe we'd still be holding on instead of learning how to move on. But all I had are dreams to climb. Maybe in another time. I still remember how you smiled at me, like forever was a certainty. We built our future and whispered plans, never knowing fate had other hands. Now your memory walks beside me still, through every quiet windowsill. You're the chapter I can't close, the wound that nobody knows. I don't regret the love we knew. I only wish I hadn't lost you. Maybe in another life we'd have a chance to finish what began with one slow dance. Maybe the timing wouldn't be so wrong, and we'd finally end up where we belong. Maybe there'd be no tears to hide, no lonely nights, no endless whys, just your hand forever holding mine. Maybe in another time. If souls can meet beyond these years, beyond the distance and the tears, I hope you'll find me once again before the story has to end. And if the stars remember us, maybe they'll rewrite what became of us, because some hearts never truly say goodbye. They just wait beneath another sky. Maybe somewhere beyond this pain, we're laughing in the sun again. Maybe there's a world where love survives, when neither one of us has to leave behind. Until then I'll carry what we were, every memory, every word, and keep a place for you inside. Maybe in another time. Some people are written into your soul so deep that even fate can't make their memory leave. I saw your face in a dream last night. You were smiling underneath the light. No distance, no tears, no last goodbye. Just you and me beneath an endless sky. For a moment everything felt right, like we never lost our way that night. Like fate had chosen a kinder road, one where love didn't carry such a load. Then morning came and took you away, leaving me with words I couldn't say. Maybe in another world we're still holding hands, still making promises and making plans. Maybe there's a place where you never left, and my heart doesn't live with this regret. Maybe somewhere beyond what I can see, maybe in another world. Past the places where we used to go and wonder if another version knows a life where we survived the storm and never had to mourn what we were born for. I imagine your laughter filling the room, chasing away every shade of gloom. A future that never fell apart, a home that still belongs to our hearts. Some dreams stay alive when love is gone, keeping hope, breathing on and on. Maybe in another world we're growing old, turning silver while our hands still hold. Maybe every wish we made came true, and I never had to lose you. Maybe there's a sky where stars align, and somehow your forever matches mine. But this reality feels so cold while that one lives in my soul. If there are countless worlds beyond this pain, I hope in one you're calling my name. I hope in one we found a way to make forever actually stay. Because some loves feel too deep to end, too strong to simply break and bend. They become the dreams we can't outgrow, the places our hearts still go. Maybe in another world we never cried, never watched our beautiful story die. Maybe we danced through every year without fear of losing what we held dear. And though I know I can't live there, I visit in my thoughts when life feels unfair. When you're still my boy, still my girl. Maybe in another world, until the stars forget to shine above, I'll keep believing somewhere survives our love. You held my hand beneath the summer sky and promised me we'd never say goodbye. We painted dreams across the midnight blue, believing every word we said was true. Back then forever felt so close and real, like nothing in this world could change the way we'd feel. But seasons turned and time slipped through our hands, leaving only memories where we used to stand. I never thought I'd see the day when love would slowly drift away. We said we'd stay together through the storms and rain, through every tear and every ounce of pain. But somewhere on the road we lost our way, and all those promises began to fade. Now I'm standing where our future used to be, holding on to what we thought we'd never leave. I still hear those words echoing forever, that we would stay together. The pictures on the walls are fading now, but I still remember every sacred vow. The way you smiled and looked into my eyes, like we were safe from all the world's goodbyes. I keep replaying moments in my mind, searching for the place where love got left behind. Baby, we were young, baby, we believed too much, but losing you still hurts this much. Some promises are hard to break, yet harder are the ones we couldn't say. We said we'd stay together when the nights got cold, when life grew heavy and we both grew old. But time had other plans for me and you, and left me with the heart keeps moving while I'm standing still, trying to heal a heart that never will. Because some loves don't end when people part, they just keep breaking inside your heart. We said we stay together till the end of time. Now all that's left are fragments in my mind. The dreams we built still live inside my soul, even though they'll never be whole. And though you found the light without me there, a part of me is lost somewhere, still believing what we promised each other when we swore we'd stay together. Now the stars we used to wish upon still shine above, reminding me that some memories outlive love. I remember every promise in your eyes, the way they sparkled beneath midnight skies. I held your words like they were meant to last, never thinking they'd become the past. I gave you all the pieces of my heart, trusting we'd never fall apart. But somewhere between the days we knew, I became someone you outgrew. I kept believing through the pain that one day you'd feel the same again. I thought you would love me back someday, find your way through the distance and stay. I thought all the tears would lead you home, and I wouldn't have to be alone. But hope kept building castles in the dark, while reality kept breaking my heart. Now I'm left with dreams I can't take back, believing you would love me back. The photographs are fading on the shelf, but I still can't put them somewhere else. Every smile we shared remains alive in memories that somehow survive. I hear your name in passing conversations, like a wound reopening without explanation. And every time someone mentions you, my heart forgets what it's supposed to do. I waited longer than I should, holding on to what never would. I thought you would love me back one day, see what we lost and choose to stay. I thought the story wasn't through, that time would bring me back to you. But some wishes only break apart, leaving scars across the heart. And every dream fades into black, believing you would love me back. If love alone could change the end, I'd still have you here again. If missing you could turn the tide, you'd still be standing by my side. The feelings can't be forced to grow, and some goodbyes don't let you know. They simply leave without a sound, while you're still waiting around. I thought you would love me back somehow, but I'm learning to face the truth now. You were a chapter, not the whole story. A beautiful ache, a fading memory. Still a part of me will always care for the love we used to share. And though I know there's no way back, my heart still remembers that. Some dreams stay long after they're gone, quietly living inside alone.